Всем привет! Так, я надеюсь, меня сохранило там, где надо.
We stripped the fallen of uniforms and disguised ourselves as best we could. The Gudrunite riflemen may have been inexperienced men on the edge of madness, but they were no cowards. Jairus led us into the camp, which our quarry had set close to the location of the Saruthi trade. Wait for my signal. any civilized sense of grace, any human understanding of aesthetics.
And in good faith, we have brought the properties as agreed.
Attend to me. I confess that I was by then as afraid as those with me. I have seen horror, and horror itself doesn't terrify me. Nor indeed was there anything horrific about these beings. Alien, yes, and as a Puritan that was alarming. But objectively they were impressive, striking creatures. Assured. Almost majestic.
With truth made being man.
Then we may trade. Well, Ecclesiarch, we need confirmation.
The truth that is ours. The Necrotooth. They had the Necrotooth. It was now or never, I thought. Look out! They're attacking! open it and experience its wonders. I didn't even think to resist. What it was showing me was so wondrous, so sublime, so beautiful. The stars themselves, and behind the stars, the mechanisms of reality. The intricate and oh so perfect workings of a transcendent natural force we misguidedly and dismissively call chaos. I undid the wire-like clasps that kept the book shut.
И снова сленишыта. Слабенький человечек. Разве что это какой-нибудь гвардеец, который превозмогает. Понял вас. Меняем оружие обратно на меч. Он меня на легком даже, на раз-два.
Don't forget what you came for, abomination.
You counsel well, Inquisitor, for...
Попался.
I bent down, torn by duty. The thing should be destroyed. But could not the Inquisition and the Imperium as a whole benefit from the infinite truths it contained? Had I even the right to destroy something so priceless? The Puritan part of me had no doubt. But another part abhorred the idea of wasting it. Evil stems from how knowledge is used. Perhaps if I read a page or two, I could make a better decision. Throw that down, Glaw. It's over.
For you, yes.
I shook my head to cast away the insidious thoughts. The last few pockets of fighting were playing out, and the Saruti had gone, taking even their corpses with them. It seemed to me the Gudrunites had overwhelmed the troopers by sheer numbers. Few figures were still standing, and I could see none of my companions. I think it would be prudent to get out of here. It pains me to say this, but we're taking him too.
Are you sure?
The Inquisition will want to plunder his brain.
It is as if this place is coming to an end.
We don't want to be here when that happens.
Eisenhorn? For pity's sake, you there? Are you there? Conditions are worsening. 3 ships just left, moving right past me. I cannot stay here much longer. Respond! Please, respond!
We have to get out of here. We have to get the hell out of here.
Tell Elizabeth I agree with that.
The echoes, delays, and dislocations were catching up with themselves. The wrongness was righting itself, and I thought, with irony, that made things no better for us. Weeks before, as we departed Damask, I had sent my request for assistance to Gudrun via Loink, astropathically. I had outlined as much of the situation as possible, and hoped the Lord Militant would send a military expedition to support me. My hopes were not in vain. How goes the uprising?
Well enough, Inquisitor. We understand the Lord Militant has declared the Helican Schism over and quashed, though pacification wars are still raging across Thracia.
Losses?
Considerable. Mainly to the population and materials of the world affected, though some fleet and guard units have taken a beating. Lord Glaw's treason has cost the Imperium dear.
Glaw's treason has cost him his life. His body rots on a nameless world in the system behind us.
Your master will be pleased.
Кстати, только сейчас заметил, что тут космодист стоит. Поставьте космод. Из караул смерти тоже. Так, подождите. Ваши наплечники. Темный ангел. А ты у нас тоже из темных ангелов. Так, а эти двое тоже из темных. Они все четверо из темных ангелов. Оба.
We have read your preliminary report, Brother Eisenhorn. Quite a tale it is. You pursued Glor's heretic fleet to this Emperor-forsaken outer world, certain that they planned to trade with the Xenos breed, an item whose very nature would threaten the safety and sanctity of our society.
Indeed, Lord Brother. The aliens possessed a single copy of a profane and forbidden work we know as the Necrotooth.
Is that confirmed, Brother Eisenhorn?
Lord, it is. I saw it with my own eyes and felt its evil. The Saruthi came upon a lost copy thousands of years ago and agreed to exchange it with the Glor Cabal for certain artifacts of their own culture.
Preposterous! The Necrotooth is a myth, and a wretched one at that. These twisted alien filth have fabricated this as a lure for the gullible heretics.
It has always been plain that the stakes in this matter have been astonishingly high. Though I am shocked by Brother Gregor's news, I'm not surprised. Only an icon as potent as the Necrotooth could have set this bloodshed in motion.
But the Necrotooth... such a thing...
Were they successful, Brother Eisenhorn?
No, Lord Brother, they were not. The aliens were driven off, and most of the heretics' advance guard, including Lord Glor and Mandragore, a blasphemous child of the Emperor allied to his cause, was slain.
Some heretics escaped your purge.
2 key conspirators, brother. The trader Gorgon Locke, who I believe was instrumental in forging the original contact between the Saruthi and Glor's Cabal, and an ecclesiarch named Datso, who I would see as the spiritual force behind their enterprise. They fled from the fight, rejoining the waiting elements of their fleet, and left this system.
Destination?
It is still being plotted, Lord Brother.
Even if they're running, we cannot permit them to escape. They must be hounded down and annihilated.
No one has asked the most important question of our heroic Brother Eisenhorn. What happened to the Necrotooth?
I did what any of us would have done, Brother Molitor. I burned it.
Emperor, save us.
Enough! State your objection, Brother Molitor, quickly and simply.
Eisenhorn must suffer our sternest censure for this act of vandalism. The Necrotooth may be a foul and prescribed work, but we are the Inquisition, Lord. By what right did he simply destroy it? The contents of the Necrotooth might have given us insight into the arch-enemy of mankind. Incalculable insight. Eisenhorn has disgraced the very heart of our sacred Inquisition.
Brother Songard.
My lord, I agree. It was a desperate and rash action by Eisenhorn. I may applaud his rigorous effort in thwarting Glor and his conspirators, but this erasure of occult law earned only my opprobrium.
Brother Volk, what's it?
Is this a court, my lord? Am I on trial?
No, brother, you are not. But the magnitude of your actions must be analyzed and considered. Brother Volk?
Eisenhorn was right. The Necrotooth was an abomination. It would have been heresy to permit its continued existence.
Brother Endor.
Gregor Eisenhorn has my full support. From your moaning, Molitor, I wonder what kind of man I'm listening to. A radical, certainly. An inquisitor, I have my doubts.
You knave! You horse and bastard knave! How dare you!
Very easily. What secrets did you both think we could learn? except perhaps how to pollute our minds and boil away our sanity. The Nekrituch has been forbidden since before our foundation. We need not know what's in it to accept that prohibition. Tell me, do you need to actually contract Ulrin's pox yourself to know that it is fatal?
The objections of my brothers are noted. I myself commend Eisenhorn. Given the extremity of his situation, he made the best decision.
Thank you, my lord.
Let us retire now and consider this matter. I want to hear proposals for our next course of action in 4 hours.
It didn't take long for the astronavigators to finish plotting the course of the heretic fleet. They were going to 56 Izar, a system deep in the heart of Saruthi territory. I decided to see if we could learn more from our captive, Malahite.
Sorry, sir. This area is off limits.
What? Don't be absurd.
By order of the Inquisition, none may pass.
Stand aside.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Всем мозги поломаю. Всем забуду мозги. И вам тоже. А эти вообще не захотелось путать. Так.
Down in there.
Servo skulls can't keep them quiet. We might need some help. save us, they're angry today.
Так, значит, это просто все балтийские.
If this gets worse, we'll need some help from the high security wing.
Another Inquisitor?
Ну, конечно, еще один инквизитор.
Throne of Terror, he's dead! What in the name of the Emperor is going on here?
I was concerned for your health, brother, the injuries you have suffered, your fatigue. Malahite had to be interrogated with all speed, and thought I would ease your burden by commencing the,
Molitor! Malahite is my prisoner.
Please, Inquisitor Eisenhorn, this is an unfortunate mistake. We will make reparations. Put away your weapon.
Every inch of skin had been peeled from his body. Whatever secrets they'd torn from him, they wouldn't divulge to me. Malahite's corpse was placed in a stasis field. Lord Rorken demanded an auto-seance be performed forthwith. I lead, but with Volk's help, and Loink channeling the astropathic choir. Malahite. Malahite. Come to us.
Malahite, in the Emperor's name we command you!
I am here. See what we have dug up.
Will you cooperate?
I have not time. I must work.
You have plenty of time.
Do you know where we are? This is a fringe world. I forget the name. I discovered something of great import here.
It is of later events that we wish to speak.
This is where it begins. Glor will recruit me for this.
Where will it lead? Tell us of the Saruthi.
You can offer me nothing. I am dead.
Техножрецы могут помочь с воскрешением бесконечной такой.
We can save you from the fate doomed to you by the House of Glor.
The Saruthi. They had an empire, you know. Its history is related on these octagonal tiles. It was old and spanned 40 worlds when humans fleeing persecution on Terra unwittingly delivered them the Necrotooth. It warped them, infected their culture like a pathogen. Madness and civil war tore their civilization apart.
They are corrupted as a species.
There is no saving them, Inquisitor. Unlike the other harmless Xenos your ignorant order detests, the Saruthi truly are an abomination, a chaos breed.
And their resources, their military capability?
I have no idea. They abandoned spaceship technology centuries ago. The Necrotooth corruption made their technology redundant. They can undo the angles of space and time, slip between dimensions, and construct temporary four-dimensional environments.
Like the one where the trade is to take place?
Yes. They built the Tetrascape inside KCX-1288, specifically for us.
How was the deal arranged?
It is getting dark.
Я из твоих мозгов все выключу. Лишь бы ты им дал информацию.
We have only so much time to save your soul. How was the deal arranged?
Locke, the rogue trader, he made contact with them. They agreed to trade in exchange for the return of artifacts and treasures from worlds they had abandoned and no longer had access to.
But the Necrotooth must have been precious to them.
It was in their souls, in their minds, woven into their genetic code by them. The book itself was incidental.
Eisenhorn, something is not quite right here.
But the Necrotooth is destroyed. The trade prevented, and House Glor is shattered and defeated. So why are Locke and Datso leading their fleet into Saruthi territory?
Do you not feel the cold?
What are they doing?
Repairing the damage you've done. Their masters will not be happy.
The children of the Emperor?
Yes. They could not achieve their aims without that help, and now the children of the Emperor will be most displeased.
How does one placate the damned?
By obtaining another Necrotooth.
Well done. Brains at last.
The Saruthi happily traded back their human copy because they had their own.
Bravo, Inquisitor.
Eisenhorn, the sky!
Now, are you men of your word? Can you save me from damnation?
Eisenhorn!
Get help! This chaos spawn must be purged!
Я не знаю. Ну хотя бы на этот раз они показываются, эти кнопки, а то в прошлый раз хреново было. Ладно, тогда мы просто остановимся на этой ноте всем спасибо за просмотр, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, пишите комментарии, что думаете об этом, еще не забывайте жмякать на колокольчик, чтобы не пропускать новые видео. А с вами был Кусипас, всем пока-пока-пока.